I'm so scared. Okay. Welcome to Top and Bottom.
My name is Frederic.
And my name is Kiana.
Today is the Spookyyy podcast.
Yes, it is.
I think this should be tradition. Once a year, we do this.
Okay.
And do like the most...
For the sake of Halloween, okay. But I hope you know how much this will scar me and how I won't sleep at night.
I think
I am very emotionally and like watching horror movies. Well, first of all, I don't. But when I accidentally do, they stay with me.
Okay.
They always do.
Is that one movie that we watched still staying with you? What was it again?
Okay.
I already forgot it. Like, what was it called?
Hereditary has always stayed with me. And then I think the only other like really truly scary movie I saw on accident in the theaters because there was no other movie to watch and we just ended up watching it was Conjuring. I don't even know which one. I can't tell you which one.
Yeah.
But it literally terrified me. I had to put a blanket over my window the first night I slept because I was so scared.
I used to do that as a kid.
Yeah. But I was not a kid. I was like 17.
Okay, for anyone who isn't watching right now, you have to actively code to this YouTube channel and watch it because we have put in
there's an aesthetic that you're missing.
Yeah, like we have 2 candles in the front and it looks like a seance almost. Look at it. Ready? When I go back, look where I go.
You look like
like
Blind. Okay, first of all, Blind Manor has stayed with me, but it was okay because they were lesbians, and I knew
wasn't that scary.
It was a little scary.
I feel like it was interesting.
I was still scared.
It's okay.
I won't look in reflections. I wouldn't look in reflections for like the last month.
Lakes.
No lakes. No, but I was gonna say your glasses reminded me of like that. Remember the first half of the show was like her being haunted by her boyfriend that died. Mm-hmm. Like your glasses look like that.
Shit. Oh, the guy's glass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
scary.
Cool. Okay, so we were going to do creepypastas, but then I remembered a lot of real story. Like, okay, I'm gonna say real with quotation marks. You can't see the quotation marks because there's no lighting today. But I personally believe in horror stories, and I just think there's too many out there to not exist. But we know like big movies like Conjuring, Amityville, Annabelle. I don't know. I don't think she's aware of the real stories behind them. Not even the movies, because like those are like the rated R ones, like the best of the best.
I'll tell you right now which movies I've seen.
Okay.
I've seen one of the Conjurings. Couldn't tell you which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Hereditary.
Yes.
I've seen
Blind
Manor. I've seen Annabelle a little bit of.
Okay.
The first half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen the Chucky movies.
Okay.
Only because my girlfriend Anna used to love horror movies, and before we were dating, I was like, yeah, I like horror movies, and I would watch them, but I hated them. But she used to watch all of them.
Okay.
So I've seen like stupid ones, and I've seen I think a little bit the Annabelle, and I'm trying to think of any other ones that I've seen. Oh, okay, these don't really count. I don't think.
What?
Like the Purge movies. They're not really horror. They're more
horror,
like,
but not horror story.
No, they're not horror story. But I've seen those.
Okay.
So
okay, that's pretty good.
That's the range of horror I've seen.
I'm gonna say right now, these ones are like the most scary ones that people say. Like, I don't care what y'all say about like the older movies. Annabelle gives me nightmares. Like, it is. I'm so happy you didn't see the ending because that's the worst part.
No, I recall. Do you remember we were in the dorms watching it?
Yeah.
And we got yelled at for being too loud.
Oh my god! I think we talked about that in that first.
We might have. Regardless, an RA was like, "Shut the fuck up! Yeah. Like you guys are so loud." And
which we were.
We were pretty loud.
Well, only a couple people.
But I don't know if you remember. I wasn't watching. I was working on my essay in the back, like you guys are watching on the TV.
I remember you were in the back.
Yeah.
I remember.
But I was like this, like trying not to focus. Mm-hmm. But I was scared.
Okay, so we're gonna start with The Conjuring. That's my personal favorite. So, the actual true story of The Conjuring.
Wait.
You gotta buckle up.
I need to put my comfort hoodie on.
If you need a pillow to hold or anything, let me know.
I'll hold your hand.
Namely, the Perron family. They're called the Perron family and Enfield haunting.
Wait, actually, have you seen all the Conjurings?
Yes.
Can I tell you what I saw, and then would you be able to figure out which one I've seen? Okay, so they're like in this like old town, and this old lady's like visiting her old house that she used to live in. And then they go through like a bunch of stuff and they realize that like their dad had kept some girl in the basement. And so they like, when they go to the basement, I don't know, it's like maybe a spirit or maybe a girl. But then there's like references to the other ones, I think, is what Anna was telling me. But like she's basically like...
Are there children?
No, there's no children in it. It's the old lady is older and then she gets a call that there's something at the old house she used to live in or something like that. And then her granddaughter or like someone she was related, great niece, something like that, gets attacked by the girl for like briefly.
Hmm.
But the whole backstory was that her dad, who like used to be like really abusive to her, had kept a woman in the basement, and she thought she kept hearing someone, seeing someone, and she thought she was crazy, but she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it freaked me out because there's a lot of jump scares in that one. But I think it was one of the later Conjurings, because from what Anna told me, it was like referencing the previous ones. When she was walking down this like hallway, she was seeing doors open, and it was like doors to other Conjuring movies.
Oh, I don't know which one. Okay, so I've seen 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
But like.
Oh, it might have been Insidious. It might have been Insidious.
Okay, that feels.
It might have been Insidious.
That feels more accurate. Insidious are really good too.
Okay, so I haven't seen Conjurings.
Okay.
I've only seen Insidious.
Well, I mean, these don't really spoil because like, I don't. Bitch, it's a story. We're talking about them, okay? If you don't want to watch, bye. If
you don't want to watch, good for you. I don't want to watch. Here I am.
All right. Also, you might hear Remy licking his ass over there.
Or it's a ghost.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, the people who like solve the horror shows are actually real people. They're called Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're known as like the most famous I guess Ghostbusters is the way to call them, but they actually have like in their home, in the basement area, a room that is like all of the artifacts of like haunted artifacts, and they have someone bless it every month.
Why?
To keep it safe from other people, because if you touch it, you could be or something, like something bad could happen. So like the real Annabelle doll is there. All of the horror things are there.
That's terrifying.
Right. Okay, so
that's why I don't fuck with jewelry. I don't fuck with thrifted jewelry. I don't know who owned that. I don't know who cursed that. Literally, Emma, my roommate, found like a watch somewhere. I didn't remember.
Found a watch?
She found a watch somewhere and she wore it, and I was like, oh my god, let me know if something happens to you because it could be cursed.
Oh my god.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah. In January 1971, the Perrin family moved into a 14-room farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island, where Carol, Roger, and their 5 daughters began to notice strange things happening almost immediately after they moved in.
I don't fuck with Rhode Island.
What the fuck did Rhode Island do to you?
I just feel like it is like a birthing ground for like creepy shit.
It has a good city in there. I forgot which city.
I've been to Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
I just don't fuck with it.
Oh, okay.
And Boston.
Oh my god. So you're saying New England area?
Yeah. No, it's gotta be. That's the most. I mean, you know, actually,
that makes sense. Though.
I know that the most haunted city in America is Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, why?
Because it was like where the most hangings were.
Oh shit. God damn it, Georgia.
Yeah, but still, New England has some kind of hold on like horror, I think.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, that's where they started, you know?
Yeah, okay. I keep interjecting. I apologize.
No, you're good. It started small. Caroline would... Oh, no. I'll just say Carolyn. Carolyn would notice that the broom went missing or seemed to move from place to place on its own. She would hear the sound of something scraping against the kettle in the kitchen when no one was in there. She'd find small piles of dirt in the center of a newly cleaned kitchen floor. The girls began to notice spirits around the house, though for the most part they were harmless. There were a few, however, that were angry. Carolyn allegedly researched the history of the house and discovered that it had been the same family for 8 generations, and that many of them had died under mysterious or horrible circumstances. This is what I think about, like, if I'm going to buy a house, it has to be new. The land has to not be like some kind of birthing ground or like graveyard.
Yeah.
And if I'm moving to like a used house, like, I don't want to hear any murders in that house. I'm not going in there.
But I feel like you just can't control that.
But I feel like you can by not moving into a 1800 year house.
Well, yes, that. But like even New York, like all of these places are rebuilt.
Yeah, well, I feel more safe here. I think. Okay, I guess I just don't hear about New York City horror.
But there are so many. Like Washington Square Park.
Oh, I get that.
It's like supposed to be haunted.
Oh yeah, because like all of the
there's like
graveyard.
So many bodies buried underneath there.
But, like I don't see it. I don't hear stories about like in the apartment.
Central Park is supposed to be haunted.
Okay, but no one is like living there, you know.
Like, still like, but like.
Okay, then they should make a movie about New York City hauntings. I would like that.
They should actually.
I really want that because they never do like urban cities. It's always like, oh, dingy house.
But like if you told me like, oh, you're building like there's a ghost, I'd be like, yeah, probably. Like I don't know how old this bitch is. Like, who's lived here? I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so this is in Rhode Island, creepy farmhouse.
Yes. So, in the 8 generations before those families, several of the children have drowned in a nearby lake. One was murdered. Few of them. Oh, trigger warning. We're gonna be talking a little bit about like death and unaliving. So, if you don't want to, don't continue listening. A few of them hang themselves in the attic. The spirit that was depicted in the film, Bathsheba, was the worst of them all. So, Whoever the spirit was, she was perceived herself to be mistress of the house, and she resented the competition my mother posed for that position. Wait.
Why are you talking in the...
That was like that's a quote said by Andrea Perrin, the oldest of the 5 girls.
They got possessed.
Yeah. It turns out there was a real woman named Bathsheba Sherman who lived in the property in the mid-1800s. Listen! The mid-1800s!
Stop! Why would you yell? Why would you... What?
Listen. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, so...
You know this... Oh.
What?
You're not a Disney kid.
Oh, okay.
I'll talk to the Disney people. This reminds me of the Zach and Cody episode where in the hotel, obviously they're in the hotel, but like they're in like the haunted room. And like they're literally Esteban causes a seance. Okay, that's all.
Do you see how scary I look right now?
You look terrifying. I'm not gonna look at you in the camera.
Oh my god, this is like bringing back memories of when I used to read this back when I was like 13. Okay, so Bathsheba was rumored to have been a Satanist, and there was evidence that she had been involved in the death of a neighbor's child, though no trial ever took place. Bitches in 1800s not doing their shit.
They did have the witch trials.
I want to know more about the witch trials.
I don't.
Okay. She was buried in a nearby Baptist cemetery in downtown Harrisville. The parents believe that
Actually,
yes.
If you want to know more about the witch trials, I did watch all of Fear Street.
Is that just about
all
witch
3
trials?
movies? No, it's not specifically about witch trials, but it does come up in like, oh, she's a witch, and then they hang her. But oh, spoiler. But it was not horror. It was more like gory, like grotesque, like body mutilation kind of stuff.
I
but
love
like
historical horror. Like
yeah,
when you talk about like,
but it was lesbians.
Oh my god.
It's three movies of lesbians.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's all I had to say.
I was like, I don't know why you would watch that then.
And the lead person, her name's Kiana.
Oh my god.
The actress.
Is it spelled the same way?
Yes.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, so the parents believe that it was Bathsheba's spirit that was tormenting them.
Oh, wait, and these are the parents that they collect. This is the same family.
So the Warrens are the people who goes to hunt. This is just a random family called the parents. They called the Warrens eventually.
Oh, okay.
That's why you in all like 4, I don't know how many trilogies there are now, but like in every Conjuring, the same people come back, and the real Ed and Lorraine Warren are in there for like a few seconds. I think
cameos.
Like Ed's already died, but like Lorraine was in the first one for like 2 seconds.
Scary.
Or like no, second one for 2 seconds.
Okay.
No, she was in Annabelle. Sorry. Okay.
I hated Annabelle. I didn't even get through Annabelle, and I hated it.
According to Andrea, the family experienced other spirits as well that smelled like rotting flesh and would cause beds to rise off the floor. She claims her father would enter the basement and feel a cold, stinking presence behind him.
Why would he go in the basement?
Because they have a basement. I'm not buying a house with a basement.
I have never had a house with a basement, and I refuse to. I was scared of your basement.
I'm scared of my basement.
You're like, do you want to stay in the basement? I was like, what the fuck? No.
Well, I have a guest room in there, and it's like some people like it cold. I didn't know. It was a new house, so I was like, it's fine.
We just talked about how new houses you can never know.
Okay. But the heating equipment, it's by like 2. They often stayed away from the dirt-floored cellar, but the heating equipment would often fail mysteriously, causing Roger to venture down. Bitch, my heating equipment failed the other day. No! Over the 10 years that the family lived in the house, the Warrens made multiple trips to investigate. At one point, Lorraine conducted a seance to attempt to contact the spirits that were possessed.
Oh my god, don't talk about a seance with the candles. Skip the part.
Okay, during this, Carolyn became possessed, speaking in tongues and rising from the ground in her chair.
I've heard one person speak in tongue before.
Stop. You think it was tongue. Okay,
there is no other explanation for what I heard.
You don't know, like...
No, it wasn't a language. It wasn't a language.
It
wasn't a language. It was just sounds, and it was just repeating itself.
Is
like
that not
stuttering.
Languages?
No, it was like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like literally, like I was terrified. Do you guys want me? I'll tell the story if you guys want me to tell the story. Now? Should I say the story?
You can just say it.
I think I've mentioned it, but it's worth bringing up again. I had a roommate freshman year, random assignment. I'm not going to name names. Whatever. She had come home from probably, I don't really know what. It was really early in the morning. I had skipped my class on purpose and I was laying in bed. Usually I'd be in class, so I think she thought that no one was home. She goes to the shower and I'm like, okay, like, cool. She's like singing or something. This girl happened to be very religious and she was just, like, I love Jesus. Jesus is gonna save us. She was doing her normal thing. I was like, okay, whatever. That's just what she does. Good for her. But however, like 20 minutes in, she like starts straying from the song that she is that my hand? Oh, yeah. She starts straying from the song that she normally sings. And It sounds like when a record skips. Like she was like Jesus, and she's just, it broke off into like non-decipherable words and sounds, and I have a recording, but I'm not gonna play it. And it was just insane. Like I was like, oh my god, like what if she needs help? Like because she was in the shower by this time. It had been like 40 minutes, and she was just tongue.
But like people who do speak in tongues say like they don't control it, like it's
no,
like some other.
Yeah,
power,
definitely
like,
was not. And then all of a sudden, water turns off.
She walked out.
She walked. I had stayed in my room. I was like, if I'm gonna die in my bed. I'm not getting up and walking into that. And I guess she had changed and she had left, and I was alone again. But that was terrifying. I mean, you've heard the audio. I heard. It's pretty convincing.
It is very like I've never heard of anything like it, and I looked up like another person speaking in tongue, and it's similar.
Yeah. So.
Back to horror.
I'm trying to talk as much as possible to stall you.
So in the movie, they don't really talk about it in this article. So in the movie, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but like Bathsheba possesses the mother to sacrifice a child because I think like back when she was a Satanist, she sacrificed her own child. So it's like repeating the same like ritual basically. Mm-hmm. So every family had like the mother possessed and the child would die. The youngest, I think.
Mm-hmm. Not me.
Damn. Okay. Your sister's watching.
So? Girls gotta do what girls gotta do.
So apparently after the seance, the father kicked the Warrens out, worried about his wife's mental stability, and the family continued to live in the house due to financial instability until they were able to move in 1980, at which point the spirits were silenced and the haunting ceased. I don't know why they would stop though. Like, that's weird. I thought they all died. Okay. Okay, 6 years after the family was terrorized by the demon, another family in England began to experience similar things.
In England?
Yeah. England.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I think this might be part of the Conjuring 2, I'm not sure. But, so, the Hodgins family, 1977, began seeing and hearing strange things. Janet, who was 11 at the time, recalled sitting up in bed to see her dresser slide across the room that she would share with her brother. Oh, that is in Conjuring 2. Do you want to see an image of one of the girls?
No, I don't want to see anything. I don't want any visuals.
Okay. Well,
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Okay. There's a girl caught on camera being flung from her bed in this image.
Oh, I don't want to see.
It's okay. I'm not going to show you. People always are like, oh, there's probably like strings with the acting. I'm like, but there were so many cases of these. Like, what is the point of lying on all of these either? They're not rich people.
I'm sleeping with Hannah tonight.
Okay. Later, the family began to hear knocking coming from all sorts of places. She remembers the mom thinking they were burglars or drifters hiding out in their home, called the police. The officer who arrived reported witnessing a chair rise up and move across the floor on its own. This is the Conjuring 2, yeah.
No!
Legos and marbles were reported flying, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that is the same house. Okay. Then one day, the iron fireplace in an upstairs bedroom was ripped out of the wall. After that, paranormal investigators from all around the world showed up, claiming to be able to contact spirits and want to know more about the haunting. Keep going. Most of them decided that the children had been faking their experiences, as one of them did admit to it at one point, but the Warrens were different. They showed up and immediately believed there was a presence. And then... Let's keep going. Okay, that's about it.
Wow.
You want to go to Annabelle?
No! I need like a break. I need a buffer. Okay. I need a buffer.
All right, how does that make you feel?
I think like every child is like this. I don't know if they are, but like when I see something, it's like printed in my memory. Even hearing it is going to be printed in my memory. And like I can very realistically visualize it happening in my own room and stuff. Obviously that's what the whole thing about horror is. It's supposed to like stay with you. Yeah. But it like terrorizes me for like long periods of time.
I do wonder, like, there are people who can't. What was the condition? It's like you say like, can you visualize an apple? And it's like I physically can't. Like,
yeah.
I wonder
or like
how they
when they're reading, they don't see things.
Yeah,
they're
they
just
don't see
reading.
like the setting reappear or something. And it's like, is it easier for you to handle horror stories than
probably
and like movies?
Oh
that might be why.
No, because like I can give you an example. In Hereditary, there's a scene where like the person's crawling basically on the ceiling.
I was there.
I know. I'm explaining it to like whoever, and but when I was in our apartment last semester.
We have big ceilings.
We're big ceilings. I'm right there. Like, I was in a loft bed, and it's just terrible. And I forgot to close the closet door once.
Oh, girl, bye.
No, I know. I literally, was like, Hannah, please, you have to close it. I can't go to sleep. And I couldn't. I really couldn't go to sleep.
Oh, my God.
I was traumatized.
You could have texted us.
What are you going to do about it?
We could have, hung out. Calmed you down. Do this.
I swear to God, I just watched TV until I fell asleep.
Okay. No, literally, that's why I had, the bottom bunk. I'm like, no worries. I see nothing.
No, because the bottom bunk also scares me. Because in Insidious, there's a scene
oh my God.
where she sees she sees the thing on the top, and she thinks it's her brother, and it's not her brother, and it's a spirit moving something. So the bottom bunk is also scary. Yeah. Everything's scary. There's no way to avoid it all. But that was great. Thank you for enlightening me on that.
Yes, of course. On to Annabelle. No. So
I'm fine.
The real Annabelle, do you know, have you seen it? You don't want to see it. Okay.
This is what I recall. I'll tell you what I recall. There was a young family. I think they had a kid or something. And they're moving into this place. This place happened to have, a basement kind of sort of thing. That's really the scariest scene I remember seeing up to the point that I stopped watching was, he was in the basement trying to, figure out, how to turn a switch on or something. That's all. Okay. I don't know where the doll... Oh, the doll came into it at some point. It was gifted to the family or something. Weird. Yes. Okay. That's what I remember.
In real life, it's a Raggedy Ann doll. In the movie, it's a very scary looking doll, but in my opinion, the Raggedy Ann looks scarier once you look at it.
I think the Raggedy Ann would be scarier because it's more common to see.
Yeah, and
you wouldn't see an
innocent.
Annabelle doll. Yeah.
Okay, so in real life, according to the Warrens, it is inhabited by an inhuman spirit. So now,
they did this one too?
They do all of these ones, yeah.
Oh my God.
They've done over 100 cases, I think. That's their job. Oh. And they're approved by the priest to do it, or some church or something.
Oh my God. Okay.
Which always makes me wonder, how does religion always play into this? What the fuck is what's going on here?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So right now it's in a glass case and it just says do not touch.
Yeah, great.
One museum goer who ignored the warnings and taunted the doll died in a motorcycle crash shortly after being told to leave the museum. And that's confirmed. Yeah, the movie's a prequel to The Conjuring because Annabelle's in both for some reason, but let's see. So I don't care about this is the movie. Oh my God. Well, in the movie they're they're in the middle of a exorcism and then miss the wife, the Warren, I don't know, Lorraine, she apparently had a vision that was if I continued this, my husband's going to die, and then took over her. She was freaking out during the exorcism.
Oh my God.
And that's part of the movies is I don't know if we should keep it's a side plot. It's I don't want you to keep doing this. You might die. I keep seeing these visions of this one spirit that's haunting me, and then that follows up to the nun, which is the one that's haunting her. It's a lot. It's a big plot. I'm why are y'all dragging out these plots so long? But it was fun. Oh, take me to Annabelle.
No.
Oh my God. Why are they only talking about?
I gotta think of Bly Manor. Danny.
Maybe I just... Okay. I mean, I feel I memorized it. Maybe if I can't... Okay, here we go. The real-life Annabelle story began in 1970 when a 28-year-old nurse received it as a gift from her mom. She put the doll on her bed and began to notice it changing positions. A leg would be crossed or the doll would be lying on its side.
No!
This is the thing. Why would anyone want... I don't get it. I can't play with dolls. That is freaky.
I never liked dolls growing up.
Me neither.
I had Polly Pockets because you can dress them. They're literally this big.
But people who collect vintage dolls, I'm we are asking for death.
Yeah, no. There's no reason. I kind of get freaked out by American Girl dolls. Side story. Here's my break. Here's my pause, my buffer. So Anna's dad, my girlfriend, Anna's dad would like to mess with Anna, and he moved her American Girl dolls all the time.
That's
yeah.
cruel.
No, it was messed up, but it was also really funny at the time because she did get freaked out by it. But then obviously it was her dad. But I didn't watch any of these horror movies before it though. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get why it would be so scary. Now I get it. If that happened to me now, I'd be freaked out. But previously I was oh, he's just moving the doll, it's funny.
Imagine if like a few weeks after Anna sees like it moved again, and then she's like, "Why are you moving it again, Dad?" And he's like, "I didn't do it this time."
No, I will not. I literally, that doll freaked me out though, because it was like, okay, first of all, I think anything that's supposed to resemble a human that's not is kind of creepy. Dolls.
You would hate Pokemon.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's what I played with growing up.
Pokemon?
Yeah, they never scared me. Well, there are creepypastas about it. That did, but okay. The doll began appearing in different rooms, and at one point appeared to be leaking blood.
No!
One day, a male friend was taking a nap and woke up with the doll staring at him.
No!
As he felt like he was being strangled. There were deep scratch wounds on his upper body.
No, I don't want to know.
The girls at first thought maybe an intruder was moving the doll around and leaving notes. When they ruled that... Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, there were written messages like, "Help me, help us." But they had no parchment paper in the house.
Make it stop. I don't like this anymore.
So they didn't know like what to do because they tried throwing it out and it came back. Not knowing where to turn, they contacted a medium and a seance again.
No.
And they were introduced to the spirit of Annabelle Higgins, said to be a young girl that resided on the property. This is see what I mean? Before the apartments were built, and died there at age 7, I think, to a fire or something. Maybe.
Oh my God.
According to the website, the spirit related to the medium as she felt comfort with the 2 roommates and wanted to stay with them and be loved. And then the roommates said, "We give you permission to inhabit the doll." But that's saying like you can come into our life.
No.
And never do that. The Warrens took an interest in the case and contacted the women as things got worse. So the doll itself was not possessed, but manipulated by an inhuman presence. So the spirit was not looking to stay attached to the doll, but possess a human.
Oh my God.
It's always possessing. Okay. Yeah, so they told like the Warrens they took the doll, and then the Warrens said like we should avoid the highway probably because this might be like a rough ride home. Then he sprinkled holy water to calm it down. In the movie it's a little more dramatic. It's like worse things happen, but
yeah,
in here it's like it's less bad.
Okay, good. Let's just stick with that.
Okay.
Let's stick with that. Oh my God. That's terrifying. Oh my God. I won't be able to sleep. I'm texting Hannah right now.
Okay. We'll take a break. I don't know how to take a break though.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We can keep going.
Okay, well, Amityville Horror is a book actually, and this book was like back in 1977, and I've read it before, and then it's been adapted into like 5 different versions of movies, and they're all bad, but
great.
Because like the book is like you read it happening, and it's like, oh shit, like there's like both a murder and it's like both a crime and also like scary,
right?
Because it involves shooting. Okay. 30 miles outside of New York City.
No. No.
It's in Long Island.
That's worse. I know people there.
In the town of Amityville. Okay, the thing is, people say Amityville or I think it's Amityville. Let me know if I'm wrong. Whoever, what? Fuck off. Okay. On November 13th, it's coming up.
No. Stop. It's too close to home. It's too close to home.
We don't want to do it?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
Girl, you're gonna be scarred.
We can't do this every year.
What if I do like ones in other areas, like Japan? Or like...
Yeah, maybe skip this one for now.
Okay.
If I feel better, we can go back to it.
Okay.
But right now, I'm at like a 9. Okay.
I will say this is, I think, it's not like the scariest one, it's just like the most gruesome one. Because it involves like people. And just murders. Okay. We'll do a creepypasta. Because these are confirmed to be fake. Like, they're all just... Oh. So, I've figured out what creepypasta means. Because some people didn't know.
Me.
Okay. But, like, I don't think they know either. So, it's a derivative of copypasta, which is just a copy and paste paragraph that people send. It's like, hey, boo, happy Halloween. Get some daddy dick tonight. And then, like, emojis and, like, oh, if you don't send it to 10 people, you'll be, like, single for the rest of your life. Like, that shit.
Yeah.
So, they turn into creepier versions, and it's like these are just like fanfics but horror.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, people, when it first like got popular, people were like, oh shit, are these real? And then people made movies, games out of it. Like Slenderman is a creepypasta. It's either Ripper or the Killer. I don't know. One person is a real thing, one other is a creepypasta.
Awesome.
I forgot which one. But there's like scary images. Like they just Photoshop it, and it's like, this is like a creature I found. So I'll do an interesting one. It's a Pokemon one. I feel like that's the most innocent.
Okay.
Right?
This is a good buffer.
Okay.
I'm sorry if other people were interested in what Frederic was going to talk about. I mentally, physically, emotionally cannot handle this right now.
No, it's fine. It's literally fine. Because it could be a lot. Okay, so this is, I think I've told you, it's called Lavender Town Syndrome.
You've never told me this.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Okay, ready? It was a peak in suicides and illness of children between the ages of 7 and 12 shortly after the release of the original games back in 1996.
Oh, you did tell me about this, but not like this.
Yeah.
You just were like mentioning.
Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses only occurred after the children playing the game reached Lavender Town, whose theme music had extremely high frequencies that studies showed only children and young teens can hear since their ears are more sensitive. This is all confirmed to be fake, by the way. Like, this is... I've listened to the original. It's fine. Okay?
I'm still alive.
Well, I literally was like, I wonder what happened, so I looked it up.
Oh my god.
I was like a kid. I was like, what is wrong with you? Due to the lavender tone, at least 200 children supposedly died, and many more developed illnesses and afflictions. Although the town now sounds differently depending on the game, this mass hysteria was caused by the first Pokemon game released, and after the incident, the programmers had fixed the theme to be a lower frequency since children were no longer affected by it. This is like freaking crazy. And then like if you go down, it's like people sampled the audio and like put it into like a wavelength, and it just said "leave now," and I'm like, bitch, like shut up. But it was really scary when it first came out. It was like one of the first, because it was like following the
release of the thing
of the game. It's like, and that was like the first game ever.
Wow. I wonder if Pokemon had to like release a statement like, this is fake.
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I forgot like looking back like how much of it is fake, but like I'm pretty sure none of it is real. There's another one about the anime. So
Eren Yeager.
Okay. Oh, actually, this might not be an anime. Or no, it might not be like a... Okay, I don't think it's a creepypasta. This might actually be confirmed. Yeah, I think this is a real story. In the anime, like, there was a scene with a Pokemon, and it had, like, a bunch of flashing lights. And it was so, like... It was so much it would cause people to, like, have seizures. And I think they had to lower the how much it was flickering.
Oh, wow.
That's the real thing I think that happened.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I feel like they get sued for that.
I think they almost did. I don't know. But
almost did.
I don't know like how it happened, but yeah.
Whoa. That's insane.
Do you want to read other stuff?
You can go to other stuff. I feel better now.
Okay. What do you mean other stuff?
Whatever your heart is content with.
The Amityville? Or...
Sure.
Okay. Just let me know when you're done. Okay?
Well, I can't be done with how long. It's only been like...
No, when it's like you don't want me to continue reading it.
It's only been half an hour. I'm so funny. I'm hilarious.
So in the town, it was the scene of a mass murder. This guy named Ronald, murdered his entire family while they were asleep.
Oh.
So it was his parents and 4 siblings.
Oh.
13 months later, another family purchased the home. It was $80,000. Very low, apparently, compared to, like, at first, because it was, due to the murders, like, they lowered the price.
Right.
But they only lasted 28 days before leaving it because, I don't know what happened, but, like, basically, the tales of this area made, like, the legend called Amityville Horror, and then a lot of books, documentaries, and films happened after.
Interesting.
So
I wonder if there has to be like a, what's the word, like a disclaimer before you buy like a property, like, oh, like just so you know there was a murder.
Probably not. Probably not here, because like my friend, she doesn't have a lease. Like it was like an agreement. Like
not in New York. I'm not like when you're buying like a house.
House.
Yeah. Because I know realtors know like some of the history of a house. Like they'll be like, oh, like this is from 1930, not 30, but whatever, like 1990, and the original owners are like built this or added this. Like they know like the like construction about the house, but like I wonder if they like, if in that information they're like, oh, by the way, murder.
I don't think legally they have to do it, because then I don't see why anyone would buy them then.
Yeah.
They have to hide it intentionally.
That's
why they're reduced priced. What's the lowest, like the oldest house you would buy?
Oldest? That's a great question. I think like 90.
I don't think I can go past like 90 either. Like
I don't think no, like I'm just thinking about, like, not even 80. Like...
No, I won't do that. I prefer 2000s and above. Which, thankfully, all of my houses, I think, were 2000s and above, so...
I think, luckily, the last few houses we lived in were either we built it, or it was, like, 1990 and above.
This is why I love suburbia.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
So, the supernormal activity that family experienced was, like, what is the occult?
Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna skip that. I don't know. They said the father had a history of dabbling in the occult. I'm like, what is the occult? Okay, so the father was said to wake up at 3:15 every morning, which was the same time Ron carried out the murders.
Oh my God.
They said they smelled they smelled odors, green slime oozing out the walls, keyholes, and experience cold spots. Excuse me. When a priest came to bless the house, he allegedly heard a voice that screamed, "Get out!" And then he told the family, "Don't sleep in that room ever." Let's see. Other stuff, garage doors opening and closing, knocking a knife down in the kitchen. A pig-like creature with red eyes staring down at George.
Excuse me?
George waking up to the wife levitating off the bed.
No.
The children levitating together. They're doing it at the same time. Holding hands.
We're levitating.
If you want to run with me. Let's see. So a lot of people began to question this because after telling their story, George and Kathy took a lie detector test to prove their innocence. They passed. The couple was boggled down in legal and financial issues, which prompted skeptics to believe they had the motive to create this story to sell to the public so that they could make money with the house by selling it. Oh. Because it could become like a legend.
Yeah.
The former lawyer fell out with them over money issues. They came out in 1979 as gay. I'm kidding. They came out claiming the three of them came up with a horror story over many bottles of wine. So this is like the skepticism.
Oh, right.
To make you
yeah.
Son Daniel, who lives a quiet life in Queens as a stonemason, claims the house ruined his life and that he continues to have nightmares to this day. The Ron, who's still alive and serving 6 25-year life sentences for each person died.
Right.
Which makes me wonder, like, you kill one person, it's only 25 years?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Death penalty.
In my opinion, it's like if you...
Oh, yeah. What's your opinion on the death penalty?
Okay, I don't know about death. Because I know, like, by them living, it does take up money and space.
All right.
But some people are like, no, they should suffer. So I'm the eye for an eye. Like, you kill someone, I think you gotta die, man. Yeah. Or you serve life, like one or the other. No 25 years. That's my big problem. Like, yeah, they can get out.
I think it like depends on like the nature of the crime.
Oh yeah, like if it was an accident, I'm like, okay, there's things.
But like in general, so this is controversial. But like I did grow up in like Texas, and like the death penalty was a thing. Mm-hmm. But like sometimes it would make sense. Like you murdered like 16 different individual people. Everything was
murdered 16 times.
Not that, but like it was like pre like serial like behavior. Yeah. Serial like murders. I don't see what the benefit of you being in jail is going to do.
I know people are like, I want to see them suffer, and it's like, okay, but also like they get that is taking up money and space in that prison too, which we all know how much that costs already. But it's like, in my opinion, if you are actively like you voluntarily did that, not in defense, not by accident.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, that too. Bye. See ya. I don't want to see you still alive.
I don't know. That is controversial though.
Yes. So the Ron, who's still alive, at the correctional facility, claimed he heard voices urging him to kill his family. He has since changed his story multiple times. And now it's officially sold in February 2017 to an undisclosed owner for $605,000, which was $200,000 less than the original asking price.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that is the story of Amityville. It is much scarier in the book, but.
Oh yeah. Woo! We got through that one.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't maybe that wasn't that bad, but
no, but like just
I guess the New York City part. Maybe I should not have started with that.
Well, you know my aunt lives in Long Island and I stay in their house.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
And it's already creepy to begin with.
But this is back then. This was like during the peak of like sci-fi and then like I guess like vintage horror instead of what we know today as like the James Wan films, like Insidious. Do you want to know who's done the same films? Conjurings, Annabelle, Insidious is all one dude. James Wan.
So he's just one sick motherfucker.
He is amazing at his films. I'm trying to see what else I got. I mean, maybe we can talk about Slenderman. Do you know more about him?
Okay, no, I don't know the story. I don't know anything. I refuse to play the game.
Oh, she's like, what if we played Five Nights at Freddy's? I'm like, that shit's scary to me. I hate it. It's not even all the code. It's like, oh, someone pops out, That's it.
I don't know. Okay, I used to teach at this class, this art school or whatever, and the kids, when they had free time, they would go on Blocks. BLOXORZ.
Oh, I don't know that actually.
Okay, whatever. Some like website where it was basically Minecraft, but like you could play games and stuff.
Okay, free Minecraft then.
Sure, I don't know. That's what it looked
Roblox?
Visually. Oh yeah, maybe it was Roblox.
There it is. I know that. Yeah.
Bloxers. Wait, what's Bloxers?
That's not a thing.
That's the cool math games. That's the one that you.
Oh my god. Oh, are you talking about the one you have to fit into the thing?
Yeah. My bad. Roblox, and then they would play Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think it's the real one.
Oh, and so Roblox is like.
You can make games,
it's like
right?
fanfic of games, basically.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was
like, there's a Squid Game. It's like terribly animated, but it's just funny. Like, it's memes.
Okay.
All the time.
Well, they used to play them, and that's what I thought it was. But then the way you talked about it made me realize that that was going to be something completely different.
Oh, it is freaky deaky.
Because
I love Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, I don't want. It's ruining that for me. I still want to go.
What do you mean Chuck E. Cheese?
Like, I loved going there.
What does Chuck E. Cheese have to do with anything?
It's like, have you been to Chuck E. Cheese?
I've been to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
I haven't played. I don't know.
Oh, it deals with like animatronics, like the animated costume people. Like, those are the people that kill you in the game. I'm like, that is no. If you want a short synopsis, basically, some dude made animatronic suits, and he put children in them, and then it closed, and there was like spikes that came out and killed all of them. The children possessed the suits, and every night they killed the guard who's supposed to be keeping them in the room. That's the game.
Oh my god.
And there's a big plot behind it. Like, it is I think an hour-long read if you want to figure out, like, because it's all theories, but it's like insane.
Wait, so this is a game though?
It's a game. It's like 6 games, maybe 7 at this point. There's a book. There's gonna be a movie, I think.
Okay, and then Slenderman was also a game.
It's a game, yeah. Nothing came out of it besides like hype.
Right. Okay, here's a dumb question. Mm-hmm. Slenderman, I remember people just playing it on like phones. Is that not the original? The original was like on the computer and stuff.
I don't know. Maybe it just came out. I know it is.
I don't get how games work. You used to buy games. I remember that, and you put it in the little Xbox. But like, I'm confused because I see.
Well, you still do that technically.
You just buy it online or something.
You like purchase an online version, yeah, and it downloads.
Oh, this is off topic. I would love to play like. Call of Duty. Something like
Grand Theft Auto is fun.
I've played that once, but like just the free, like you could do whatever you want kind of version, and I just went on like a whole like spree of punching people and like running around.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun, but
you can twerk in it, like.
Yeah, but because I remember I used to have a friend, her brother like left the day one time, and we like snuck into his like game room and like we tried to play Call of Duty. Tried to play because I did not know the purpose and I was just running around the entire time and I got shot like every single time I started. But I thought if I knew what I was doing, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this many times. Like, you need to play Undertale because we can make a podcast out of it talking about like the story because it is a long story and it has meaning behind it. It's like what's it called? Choose Your Adventure. What?
Lesbian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. I remember now. Wait. I feel like, yeah.
Okay, I'll play it.
But it made me cry. Like, it's a really sad story.
Oh.
And it's like, it's not hard. It's like.
Is that the game we were talking about in class where like the point isn't to kill them?
Yeah, it's like so like you can choose 2 routes: genocide, killing every enemy you see; pacifist, freeing every enemy you see.
Oh.
And that's when you like have conversations with them and you learn about each enemy.
Oh my god.
And it's like friendly and like but there's a bigger plot to it than that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then some dude in the class was like, wait, are we about to talk about Undertale? I haven't finished it yet. Don't spoil. And then we didn't continue talking. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, the game has been out for so... No.
We spoiled Squid Game in class. Because he's like, oh, who hasn't seen it? And like 4 people raised their hand. And he was like, okay, well, we're going to spoil.
Yeah, and no, he literally said the next day, like, we don't give a shit about spoilers. And I'm like, why did we not? Like, just because this one dude didn't care. Like, if you did care, walk out and come back later. Like, I wanted to continue that conversation. That's
rude. I got spoiled in Squid Game.
Did you finish
it? Class. I didn't start it.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, God. Well.
I was going to watch this YouTuber's video about it.
Okay. So back to games. Yes. Slenderman I think was originally on computer, but it turned into a mobile game because it's like not that hard to convert. Apparently.
I just remember everyone was like, "I'm playing Slenderman."
Yeah, it was a big.
And I'm like, I'm not watching.
Well, there wasn't a lot of things. There was nothing to do besides like you collect 5 pages in this big box, like it's a map in the woods or something, and if you get caught, you die. You know? Yeah. Slenderman gets you.
Yeah.
That's about it. Okay, so Slenderman is an alleged paranormal figure to have existed for centuries, and believers in it have experienced many other legends, like there's like one in Scotland, there's a Dutch version, there's a German version. They're all called Tall Man or Dark Man or Branch.
Interesting.
He looks like a tree. So he looks like male. He's very long, slender arms. He's 4 to 8 long black tentacles that protrude from his back. There's like photographers who've taken it apparently. It's like Nessie.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Nessie?
Like the Loch Ness?
Yes.
The Loch Ness monster?
Yes.
No. I don't, but I honestly like I haven't spent that much time in a lake, like around a lake. There are lakes near me, I just never went to them.
There's shit in those lakes. You don't know
I could shit talk lakes for half an hour.
Nothing is good at I'm like,
it is a pool of bacteria. Yeah, like, it is a big giant puddle. It is God's puddle. They're like, let's go to, literally, people will be like, oh, we're gonna go to the beach. And I'm like, the beach? We live in Texas. What beach are you going to? They're like, oh, the lake. I'm like, that's just sand. Well, that is sand and water.
Apparently the Great Lakes, I don't know if we talked about it in Interaction area. Okay, we talked about it in some class. They're huge.
No, they're like huge.
Waves. I'm like, it's a lake though. Like, why is there waves? I thought it was a puddle. And then I've driven by it before and I was like, oh, that's a pretty big lake. But like, I looked at pictures. I'm like, bitch, when it's storming, it looks like freaking oceans there.
Yeah. No, the Great Lakes are huge, but like
there's like a lot of deaths there that happen, like for people going in during like ships that died there. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a ship in the lake? Those are seas then.
Oh, that makes me sad. I think about the girl from Glee who died in the lake.
Oh my god, stop.
I know.
See, nothing good
comes from lakes. I will never go in a lake because of that.
I was banned from going near lakes by my dad. Did I tell you?
No.
So when I was like really young, before I learned how to swim, I fell into
like you're like 14.
Bitch. 8. I fell into a lake. The lake by my house. And I got pulled, like my dad pulled me out and he was like, from now on, before you, like, until you learn how to swim, 8 to 10 feet away from the lake. And I listened to him.
Oh. Yeah, why'd you fall into the lake? How did you fall into a lake?
It was not steep. It wasn't like, I think it just like...
Did you wade into the lake?
No, I just looked over.
You're like, oh, it's getting deeper.
No, I think I just looked in and then I just like tripped and like not face planted, but like got in there. And luckily no brain eating amoeba here, so.
It could pop up at any time.
Like, you know Monsters Inside Me, the National Geographic...
I didn't watch that, but I know what you're talking about.
Like, that was the horror movie of my childhood. Learning about what can kill you around the world.
Yeah.
Oh, eat pig. If it's a little bit rot by, tapeworm. Like, I don't want that.
I used to wake up early and watch TV, like, because I couldn't go to sleep. And I remember, I'll never forget, there was got to be some sort of, like, real monsters in the world, some stupid thing. And one of the topics was this girl who had died being drowned by, like, something. Oh. Could not get very specific, but that's what I remember. But they showed, like, you know how they do, like, fake acting?
Yes.
So they showed a girl who, like, was basically drowning, like this, right? And I'm, like, 6 at the time. So every time I got into the bathroom and I took a shower, if I closed my eyes, I would imagine that the girl was at the bottom of the tub. God. Right? That's what I'm saying. I have, like, an insane, like, way of visualizing things.
I don't know
and
why.
It scarred me.
I thought snakes would come out of toilets.
Okay, very different, but yes.
No, I think that's from, like...
No, like, we were watching the news the other night. I don't know why we were watching the news. It was SNL, the news. And some girl found a python in her toilet.
Like, I think I just read that somewhere as a kid.
I think it happens. I think they go through pipes. That's realistic. Mine's not realistic, and it freaked me out. I wouldn't shower. I was scared.
Did you know there's a fish, technically a parasite, that, like, if you pee in a lake or a river, I freaking hate freshwater, man. It can, like, swim up.
Why is it called fresh water? It's not fresh. It is not fresh water.
Call it non-salt water.
I guess.
Dirty water.
It's dirty water.
Brown water.
Where are you going? Dirty water.
Yeah, so if you pee in, like, the certain areas, like, I think it's near towards, like, South America, these fish, they can climb up, like, they can follow the stream of your pee, and it can, like, go into your pee-pee.
Oh my
And
god.
it hurts. Like, basically, you have to get surgery to get it out or something. Like, isn't that insane?
Like a tick.
Yeah. And like, but they have like spines, so it's like it hurts, you know, if you try to like pull it. So
That's
pull
disgusting.
out game week. But that I learned that in River Monsters, we're just like, oh
No, pull out game's strong.
no, because you don't want to pull it out.
No, it's because it's hard to get them out. Their pull out game is strong.
Oh, their pull out game's strong. Yeah, I thought pull out game strong meant you're good at it.
Oh, I don't. You know what? I give up. I don't know.
None of us will use that in life, so okay.
Wow.
Um.
Slenderman.
Yeah, so Slenderman, he doesn't have a face. It's just like white. He wears a fedora sometimes, and it sort of looks like Jack Skellington.
Aww.
So the mystery behind it was that he kills children only, and oftentimes he's found in the woods, sections of it, generally in suburbia. He's been reported to be seen with large groups of children, as many photographs portray. Allegedly, it's like you don't see it, but when you take a photo, he's there.
Oh my god, disgusting. Horrifying.
Yeah, let's see. He enjoys stalking people. He appears to float or drift around rather than walk. Yeah, and it was fabricated on a forum.
Awesome.
But some people have claimed sightings. Yeah, and it's just a pasta.
You know, okay, actually I was thinking about while you were talking. I was listening. But horror movies I have seen, I don't know if this also counts, but I've seen both of them.
Oh, nice. I have not seen them, actually.
It wasn't that scary to me for some reason. I mean, Pennywise is kind of scary, but it wasn't like, I don't know, maybe because it was a clown, it wasn't like that scary.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think I only watched them because I think I liked the story. Because the story was easy to follow and also was interesting.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there's any real truth to Pennywise or if it was just like a kind of tale that kind of got invented. Because I know it's been done like a million times.
Yeah, let me double check. Is it a real story?
I don't know how it could be real because it's about a clown.
Oh, it's a... Well, like, killer clowns exist.
Oh my god.
You didn't know that?
They don't really exist.
Yes!
No.
Okay, it's not like their job, you know, to be a killer clown, but it's like, there are people who dress up as clowns and kill.
Yeah, but like, that's like the same thing as people who dress up as like whatever and kill. I feel like I don't hear it as much.
It's based on Stephen King novel.
Oh, beautiful.
But that novel is fake, so.
Yes. Cool.
Okay, do you want to see some stupid pictures of Slenderman?
No.
Like, why?
I don't.
It's fake.
I don't care. I don't want to see it.
It's like this vintage photograph of like people at a car, and like in the distance, like on the horizon, you see an outline.
No, that's terrifying. I don't want to see that.
But like it's so fake. Like it's literally it's just Nessie.
No.
Okay, it's fine.
I can't because if I see it, I'll see it forever.
I know, and I won't make you do it.
My visual memory, insane.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
well,
how long have we been going for?
We've been going for. I'm proud of myself. 56 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay, I won't say anymore. I guess what's the scariest one I said?
Scariest one?
There was The Conjuring.
No, I remember. I'm just trying not. I suppressed them already.
Yeah.
But I had to now unravel and think about it.
You gotta suppress them Freudian style.
Honestly, probably. Well, isn't it the same thing? Conjuring and Annabelle, they're like from the same thing.
Not saying like it's a different story, you know. Like Annabelle's a different family. It's a doll.
I think the Conjuring one scares me the most because it's like, even though that's the specific story, it's the same story that gets used all the time. Mm-hmm. Like a house that's haunted by its previous owners.
Yeah, I think what makes the movie so scary is like it's literally, well, like it's just what's it called? Cinematically, no, well produced.
Like has a high production value.
Yeah, like they don't scare. It like changed how people viewed horror.
I mean, I can't believe I watched Bly Manor because like when we were talking about it in class and he was going over some of the stuff, he was like, "Oh, did you know like they always do like the little ghost scenes?" And I was like,
"Yeah, I know." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like they were there.
Yeah, and then you have to go back and see them, and then that's why it's so creepy.
I like that a lot, like when they do that.
Yeah, but oh my god, the one that freaked me out the most was the child with no face. That one freaked me out. The little thing in the corner. Oh my god, I can't think about it. Oh my god. Anyway.
That's basically Slenderman.
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I hope someone enjoyed that because I didn't.
Someday. I mean, this is like a campfire. Now
like
you have
a seance.
Oh my god. Well, what if I blew them out right
No.
now?
Don't you dare. I will grab this lighter and I will light up the room.
Yeah.
I will burn this.
Okay. You sure? Because if I die in a fire, I might just come back and...
I'm not coming back to this space. I'm leaving Remy here.
Ghosts can follow you. They don't have to be in this space.
They can't.
If someone said it's like gum on your shoe. Once it's there.
Gum comes off.
It's stuck.
Have you heard of grass? Rub that shit out. Stop. Lean forward. You're scaring me in the camera.
Yo, like this is actually... Ah! You're gonna see that at night.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next week will be more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we're doing the candies.
Okay, so the only reason we're not doing candy this week is because it arrived late. It's still on the
It's fine. It happens.
Yeah.
But that'll be fun. We tried to get as much as we could.
We spent 100.
Okay. That's two. But
so y'all better appreciate it.
We didn't even go to Chinatown.
I figured like there's already a lot of candy that we have to go through.
We can get through all of it. I'm a fast eater.
But we can save Chinese candy for like another, like Chinese New Year.
Well, I guess. Okay, well, regardless.
Because
that'll be fun.
There's like Chinese Halloween candy, there's like Chinese candy, you know, like.
I guess, yeah.
There's a lot, so I don't want to do all of it yet.
You want to, I got it.
Yeah, I just bought my favorites during Halloween that I would eat.
Sounds good. Well, that's next week. No! Don't. Turn the light on. I don't want this.
Okay.